Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Hameed Academy 2024. This is my video number 14 on YouTube in the series in which I am discussing about science. The topic that I will be covering in this video is Science is Dynamic Part 5. Science of Communication. Since the invention of telegraph, which was used to send the messages over long distances by American scientist Samuel Morse in 1837, many changes took place in the science of communication. Morse code changed to Baudot code. Teleprinters came into use. Electrical telegraphy changed to wireless telegraphy or radio telegraphy. Telephones, radio, television, fax machine were used for communication. Optical fibers replaced copper wires for the transmission of messages. Now internet is used for communication. This shows that science is dynamic in nature. Science of explosives. Since the invention of gunpowder by Chinese in the 9th century, many new powerful explosives are developed. Explosives like nitroglycerin, dynamite, nitrocellulose, TNT, that is trinitrotoluene, plastic explosives, emulsion explosives, PETN, that is pentaerythritol tetranitrate, RDX, that is Royal Demolition Explosive, which is also called cyclonite, and hexogen, and chemically cyclotrimethylene trinitramine are developed. Bombs changed from the conventional bombs to atomic bombs based on nuclear fission, to hydrogen bombs based on nuclear fusion, to neutron bombs. This indicates the dynamic nature of science. Miasma theory. It is also called as bad air theory. It was given by Hippocrates in 4th century BC. According to this, diseases were caused by inhaling bad air. This bad air was called miasma in Greek, which means pollution, which is highly poisonous, foul smelling, arising from decaying matter and sewages. The disease malaria got its name, which means bad air. This is not accepted now. But now, according to the germ theory given by Louis Pasteur in 1861, diseases are caused by harmful germs or microorganisms like bacteria. This shows that science is dynamic in nature. Continental drift. It was believed earlier that the continental drift was due to plowing, that is displacement of the continents through the mantle of the earth. But now it is known that continental drift is due to the movement of tectonic plates. This indicates that science is dynamic in nature. Atoms of the elements have different masses. According to Dalton's atomic theory, all atoms of an element have the same mass. Now it is known that atoms of some elements have different masses. These are known as isotopes. These have the same mass number but different atomic mass. These have the same number of electrons and protons but different number of neutrons. Hydrogen has 3 isotopes and chlorine has 2 isotopes. This also shows that science is dynamic in nature. Luminiferous ether theory. According to this theory, there is a medium in space called ether through which light travels. It is found to be incorrect now. Light does not need a medium to travel. It can travel in vacuum. This indicates that science is dynamic in nature. DNA, the genetic or hereditary material. Before the discovery of nucleic acids, proteins were considered the genetic or hereditary material because proteins were considered as most complex and diverse compounds. RNA was considered the genetic material after the discovery of nucleic acids. Now DNA is considered the genetic material. This shows that science is dynamic in nature. Science of combustion. It was thought earlier that the combustible substance have a special and unique thing called phlogiston, which was released during combustion and helps in burning. This was called phlogiston theory and was proposed in 1667. Lavoisier in 1772 said that combustion is due to the burning of a substance in oxygen. This shows that science is dynamic in nature. Science of heat. Heat was considered earlier as an invisible fluid called caloric, which flow from hot objects to cold objects. This was called caloric theory and was given by Lavoisier. Now heat is considered as a form of energy and its flow is governed by the laws of thermodynamics. This indicates that science is dynamic in nature. Bredet's rule in organic chemistry. According to Bredet's rule, double bonds are not possible at bridgehead position in small bicyclic systems in which the rings have less than 8 carbon atoms. These substances are highly unstable due to high strain in the molecule. Now many molecules which violates Bredet's rule are synthesized. This indicates that science is dynamic in nature. Aliphatic organic compounds. Earlier, aliphatic organic compounds were the compounds which were obtained from fat, because aliphar in Greek means fat or oil. Later, aliphatic compounds were those which have open chain or alicyclic structure. Now, aliphatic compounds also include cyclic compounds which do not obey Huckel's rule. This indicates that science is dynamic in nature. Aromatic organic compounds. Earlier, aromatic organic compounds were those which have sweet, pleasant, fragrant odor. Aroma in Greek means fragrance. Later, aromatic compounds are those which have a benzene structure. Now, aromatic compounds include cyclic compounds which obey Huckel's rule. This also indicates that science is dynamic in nature. Nature of light. Theories about nature of light changed from Newton's corpuscular theory to Huygens wave theory to dual nature theory of light. This shows that science is dynamic in nature. These examples and illustration once again prove that science is dynamic in nature. That's all in this video. Thank you.